Intermission is over. W Network's Hockey Wives Season 2 continues with a new episode starting Wednesday at 10 p.m. And Ashley and David Booth on the show with me right now. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Nice to have you.
Happy to be here.
It's Ashley. I'll start with you as a hockey player's wife because the show revolves around you and the ladies that are the wives. Mm-hmm. Since being a new addition to Season 2, was it what you expected when you first signed on?
Yeah, I was a little hesitant during the first season to jump on board because we weren't quite sure what we were in store for, but seeing as how the Hockey Wives production crew made it really a docuseries, not like a drama-filled or contrived drama-filled housewives show. It makes you a lot more at ease, and they really try to put a face behind the headlines that these guys are talked about in the papers, and it just really brings reality to it.
If somebody hasn't seen the show, then what is something they may find on an episode? What might an episode be like?
Well, it just kind of goes, follows the families and the guys, the girls, just what they go through on a day-to-day basis or through trades. And like I said, just you might see that a player is traded from Florida to Vancouver, and it's just a name to these people, but there are actually faces behind these names, and that's what the show really tries to do, is bring reality to that and show you real life drama. Everyone has their own drama, right? But this is more reality and what we're actually going through during the trades, during coaching changes, during whenever we had to go to Russia. That was our story this year, and it just kind of brings it to light.
Yeah, well, you're talking trades. So David was with the Panthers, the Canucks, most recently with the Leafs in the NHL, and now in the KHL, I'm going to try the Admiral Vladivostok.
Yeah, that's actually right.
Is that Vladivostok? Yeah. How's your Russian?
Yeah, it's spasiba.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I got so far.
How's the media over there? Because the Toronto media is one thing with hockey. What's it like over there?
Yeah, because there's no media. That is one thing that was really different. Is after every game, there's no one in the locker room. No one's covering a story. So it's kind of just go play hockey over there. There's not the distractions, or you're not watching TV, listening to radio or anything. You wouldn't even understand it. But there's no one even covering it. So which is kind of refreshing in a sense.
As far as the game goes, differences, similarities?
You know what? It is a very skilled league. I was surprised about that. There's a bigger ice surface, so guys have more time to make plays, and you really control the puck, I want to say, over there a lot more. It's more puck possession and finding the right time to enter the zone versus just chipping the puck in and going to get it. I think that style over here is due to the smaller ice, and there's not as much time. So that was probably the biggest difference I saw.
So in this season, you're hanging out in Russia?
I hung out in Russia the whole time.
How was it for you? What did you do? What do you do when you're there?
You just kind of have to take it day by day. But David encouraged me to start a blog, so I started a blog, arisingarrows.com. Nice. It's like a health, fitness, and a travel blog. We travel so much, so I had to incorporate that. And Hockey Wives actually kind of inspired me because it gives it a different edge. I have a couple of journal entries that kind of tell what we're going through and how we've used certain obstacles. And so that was really, really fun to work on and took up a lot of my time. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure what I would have done over there.
So when you're moving around, do you still have a home? Like, where's your home base? Is it whatever city David's in, or do you always have somewhere that you'll both go back to when it's not playing, not during the season?
Well, we're actually kind of in the middle of trying to figure that out right now, and that's part of our storyline on Hockey Wives. We're just kind of trying to find a home, and it is difficult whenever you move season to season, and then people look at you like you're crazy whenever you're looking for homes because, you're not there half the year, but you just really want a place to lay your hat, right? Yeah. At the end of the day, you want a place to call home, and that's very important to us, so we're trying to figure that out.
And still newlyweds, right? Like 2 years? Is that
almost 2 years.
So it's, it's kind of a way to jump right into it, going into like a show where cameras are following you. How's it been so far?
It's been interesting. It's not. It's honestly the production crew.
It's a good test on your marriage, right?
Yes, it is a good test on our marriage. David has been so good with it. The production crew has been really great too. Genuinely, I can say that I'm friends with a lot of these people now, and even the girls that I'm working with, they've been great. But it's been fun to share a story and to kind of give light to what's actually behind the scenes or off ice, if you will. Whenever he's not playing hockey.
Whose idea was it, and did you have to convince the other person when this, if you were offered the spot on the show or however it came together?
I was offered the spot on the show, and David and I, obviously you have to talk to your spouse about something that serious and if he's okay with it, and because it is about the Hockey Wives, but I'm doing this because I am married to a hockey player, so his opinion is very important to me, and obviously they're going to be around him too, but he didn't take convincing, really. He was very encouraging, and he was excited for me and excited about the opportunities it would open up.
I can only imagine, what it would be like, cameras around all the time. You're like, what did I say? Should I have said that? Am I gonna hear about that later?
David's such a goof. He makes it entertaining, so it's a lot easier with him. I don't know if I could do it with just anybody.
No, she's really good with it too, and that's part of the reason I encouraged her, because I think it's good for people to see what I get to see. I get to see it on a daily basis, and for other people just to see, where her heart's at, and just that, in the States they call it a Southern belle. Just a genuine-hearted person, and I think that's what you'll hopefully see on the show.
It's on W Network Wednesday, 10 o'clock. It's Hockey Wives Season 2 continues. Is there something that's happened on camera yet that you're like, oh man, is this actually going to be on TV? Is there anything yet that you've regretted instantly?
I don't know if I've regretted anything, but there are some exciting things in store, some big decisions, and I know lots of fun stuff the second half of the season.
Do you hang around with the other wives like in real life? Are you friends with them, or do you
I actually am friends with some. I know some of them better than others, absolutely. But I couldn't really hang out with them in Russia.
Right. Yeah.
So, but we did talk about having one of them come and visit, but they're a little strict on visitors there in Russia, so it didn't work out.
So, Ashley, let's talk about you two being Miss Tennessee Teen USA in 2006, Miss Tennessee USA in 2011. Then you ended up as the first runner-up in Miss USA 2011 pageant held in Vegas. You're doing the pageants and the modeling. David's playing hockey. How did you guys come together? How did you guys meet?
I pursued her very hard on Twitter because
social media.
Yes, there's no other way to really meet her. I saw a picture of her, and I thought she was gorgeous, beautiful, and I knew she had a strong faith background, and so those were a couple things that I wanted in a woman, and so I sent over 5.
Do you remember your very first tweet?
Yeah, I do. And I like the outdoors, and so one of pictures she tweeted was deer in her front yard, and I just commented on like, what kind of food plot do you have there? And just being the outdoors, I thought that was a nice way to break the ice, so to say, and she didn't respond.
So
she didn't respond to the
Did
next
you get
floor.
it and not respond, or did you?
I got it. I remember exactly where I was. I was sitting with my mom, and he commented on my photo, and I clicked on his profile to see if I knew this random dude, and I just saw that he played hockey, and I'm like, what does this Yankee hockey player know about food plots? Because that has to do with hunting and like being Southern. I just didn't think that, Michigan boy that plays hockey would know anything about that, but obviously I didn't know a lot about him.
So how many tweets later?
5 tweets later.
5 tweets.
I could tell you every one, but we don't got time for that. But finally, it was 8 months later, 5 tweets later, she responded. So, and the rest is history, as they say.
And now you guys are married. You're part of Hockey Wives. What do the other players say about it? Like whether they're involved in it or not? Does it ever come up, the show?
No, I don't think it's come up really. Other than the guys I've played with, we'll talk about it a little bit. But yeah, no, guys are fine with it. Guys are good, and something that it doesn't come up too often.
Well, you can see the remainder of Season 2 starting on Wednesday, 10 p.m. on W Network. It is Hockey Wives, Ashley and David Booth. Thanks for joining me today.